Hello everybody, and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Leaf. Welcome Amiibo! I'm a little more awake today than I have been. Yay! Jeremiah and Bella. We'll start with Bella's, because there's no present to it. There was something I was dying to tell you, so I started this letter, but now I can't remember what it was. Oh well, if I remember later, I'll come and tell you. From Forgetful Bella. Steven, I've been thinking about the stuff you said when you visited my house. It hasn't changed my mind, but it was really nice of you to say. Here's something for you. What would change your... What? What? I'm confused, Jeremiah. It's a sleek table. So... Oh, I was going to say, the music just randomly stopped. There is something different about our house. My girlfriend's little sister wanted to help out again, and her way of helping was helping to design this room. So this is what the room looks like. I think it looks pretty nice. Using some custom stuff. Got the 3DS down. Got some candy. Got a marshmallow chair. Got a light. Got the cat in here still. I think it looks pretty nice. It'll look nicer when the room's a little bigger, so everything isn't, like, crammed together, and, like, I could actually, like, move things around a little more, but, like, that'll have to wait till I actually get everything paid off. Okay, let's come check our turnip prices and see if, okay, there's no one in the center here. Just because I am slightly less tired doesn't mean I'm not going to still be yawning. I do apologize. I did not sleep the best last night, but I am fine. So, Sky is selling her bed again. Why do you keep doing this, Sky? 104. I should have took the price earlier. This is feeling like a random week. Oh no. Crap. I don't remember the price I bought at, but I know it was over 100. Crap. Well, there's a gem rock. I'm going to be very careful about this, and I'm going to save and continue, because I don't want to lose anything I've recorded so far. And I don't trust gem rocks. Gem rocks like to explode on me, and I don't like it. Okay, I don't really want to ramble about warships again, particularly, because I ramble about it a lot. But the only thing I can think of to ramble about is warships. And, like... particularly the idea of, like, basically ships in the game that more or less have aged like milk to the point where, like, they were good initially and then quickly became power crept. And, like, I feel like the guy who was doing this list... Hey, Sky, why are you selling your bed? Why are you selling your bed? Should've just gotta deliver those addressed to Jeremiah. No, I'd be concerned if I didn't receive a package I was expecting, so I'd ask, but I can't get away right now. Yeah, no, you're probably trying to find a new bed, because you're selling your bed. Alright, Sky. But yeah, like, the list of ships that this guy had were, like, it was a good list. Like, all of these ships were good at one point, and are just kind of mediocre to bad now. But I feel like one, like... It's one of those cases of, like, some of the ships he picked are still, like, not bad. Mostly because they're at a tier where nothing's bad. Well, not that nothing's bad, but, like, there's not many bad ships. That's probably the better way of putting it. Like, one of the ships that he had put on his list was Texas. Which, way back in the, olden days, before the carrier rework that happened quite a few years ago at this point, that people are still complaining about, anti-aircraft worked a lot different and was very unrealistic, and it was just kind of bad feeling. Also, we do have something we can pick up in here because, I started some gold furniture. So I should come and, ooh, gold bed. Now, Steven, gold bed you ordered is all ready to go. So come here, go pick it up and take it home ASAP. I will take it home. Bam. Does not look like it would be very comfortable, but, you know. Gold's kind of hard and heavy. But, like, with Texas, it used to be basically one of the best anti-aircraft ships in the game. The thing's absolutely covered in anti-aircraft guns, though almost all of them are short-ranged AA guns. They wouldn't have been effective at the ranges they were effective at with old carriers. But, oh, hey, Jeremiah, I have a thing for you. Even cleats. Wait a sec. It's not evening at all. Let's try that again. Good morning. So what can I do for you? Delivery! Take your package. It's funny to get sent to the wrong place and that you'd be the one to bring it to me. Because, see, I heard this is a present for you. Okay, here you go, Squeak. So, are you going to open it now? Yeah! It's a wooden box. The furniture looks great in your house. Thank you. Hello, Carlos. So I've done it again. I buy an electric kettle every time I go shopping. I got way too many. I didn't mean to buy up every one of these. Now there won't be for anyone else. Sure, my man. I'll buy your kettle. One of your apparently very many kettles. But, like, because Texas used to have such good anti-aircraft, comparatively at least, well, I say comparatively, like, it was the best until, like, Tier 8 for battleships, its main guns were nerfed a bit, compared to its Tech Tree counterpart, because it is a New York-class battleship, and the Tech Tree Tier 5 is a New York battleship. It is the New York. So, like, that was fair. It still has enhanced anti-aircraft. It's just not the complete best until Tier 8 anymore. Ooh, new villager. Why'd they have to move in here? I mean, this is out of the way, but still. Rooney. I don't know, Rooney. Okay. That's gonna make flower paths so annoying. Hello, Bella. It's been a few days. How's your morning, Steven? Hope it's great. What's up? Let's chat. Catch a bunch of fish today. I'm gonna teach them a synchronized swimming routine. It's called Happy Cookie Cutter Fairies, and at the end, they'll all dance into my tummy. Okay, that's not how you should cut a fish, but you do you, Bella. Oh, hey, Sahara. Okay. So we're dealing with Sahara today. Yes, that is a deal, Sahara. You say swiftly, but I'm still gonna be looking around for fossils. Yeah, like this one. Fossil. And this is probably bamboo. Yeah, it wouldn't grow there anyway, so it's too close to the tree. Do I have... Oh, I have all 4 fossils. Okay. Hello, Lobo. Bork. Full of pep this early in the morning. So you need something? Let's talk. Just a bit ago, I was chatting with some nice lady named Sahara. She was traveling all around the world selling carpets and wallpapers. You don't say, Lobo. It's pretty impressive, don't you think? You see her, you should give her some support. Lobo. Okay, he just doesn't want to acknowledge that Sahara was standing there the whole time. Okay, Sahara, what do you got for me this time? Right, yeah, I need the space for the... Okay, give me 1 moment, Sahara. I don't know why I completely blanked on needing the 2 inventory spaces, but I can probably make them. Let's find some space in here. There we go. Let's put the golden bed away. I don't really want any of these. I'll put this away. That'll be the 2 spaces. Okay. Yes, it is a deal, Sahara. Now let's do this. Yes, this is my palace, Sahara. There's your 3,000 bells. Oh gosh, yawning. Still yawning. The house does look a little silly just having the right side done. But tomorrow is here. The future needs not this. We must take it. I am no king, Sahara. Let's see what she has given me. Ooh, this looks nice. Yeah, I like this. Now let's get... these put away. Get back up to here. Grab my umbrella again. Now we need to get up to Blathers, and we have a bunch of stuff to sell. And then I might actually set up some more furniture, because, like more gold furniture. Because I will definitely be back later today, because I'm gonna need to be. Don't know when that'll be later today, but it'll be later today. Oops, Sky wishes for something. Hello, Sky. Been on the stream about a wooden box. My subconscious is trying to tell me I need one. But where would I find such a thing? You have one. A strange coincidence. For how much? Sure. I mean, that's probably absurdly low, but go ahead. I also need to tell Sky that I delivered the thing. That was literally the thing Jeremiah had sent to your house by accident. But, you know, I delivered it. Just taking that delivery to Jeremiah. Did Jeremiah say anything? Let me tell you. Wow, I can't believe it was actually a present for you. What a crazy coincidence. Yeah, that you ended up buying from me. Which is also just kind of funny. It's a bit ironic. But, yeah, Texas, compared to New York, is kind of weaker. Texas does have better turret angles. but does have a slower reload. But I can't honestly say it's the worst American battleship at Tier 5. That falls to the Oklahoma, which is a New York. Not New York. It's around there. I think it might actually be. I don't remember. I don't know the classes of these battleships. They're complicated. But it's a Tier 5 with the same gun caliber as the New York. The same gun count as the New York. But almost like 10-second longer reload compared to the New York. And almost 5-second longer reload compared to Texas. It's also less accurate than either of them. With worse armor-piercing shells than either of them. Like, Texas still isn't a bad choice if you really want a Tier 5 American premium battleship. Oklahoma is the type of ship that it's free, but you'll still feel ripped off when you get it. It does pain me to see people saying that they bought Oklahoma, because no, it's free. Just get it for free. It's part of a collection that you can just slowly acquire for free. You shouldn't pay for that piece of crap. But like with this guy's list, like the more I've been thinking of like World of Warships ships that have aged like milk, like the French Carnot kind of comes to mind. It is a Tier 9 battle cruiser. So it's a cruiser, but with battleship-sized guns. And it has 10 of them, which is more than any other battlecruiser has at its tier. Which is a bonus. I think it's like the second highest amount of, guns that any battlecruiser has. That, a cruiser-sized battlecruiser. Though I think that even applies to the battleship class battlecruisers. World of Warships be confusing. But the problem is, there is now a tech tree of... Oops, this guy has fleas. There is now a tech tree of French battlecruisers that are just kind of better. What? Been itchy for a while now, but I never thought it could be a flea. Thanks so much for picking it off me. Wait, you don't think there are more, do you? Did you promise not to tell anyone? It's so embarrassing. But like, Carnot compared to Bress, which is the tech tree tier 9. Bress only has 8 guns, 2 quad turrets. But here's the important part. Bress has a reload booster, meaning Bress can, at the push of a button, basically instantly reload its guns. It's not quite instant, but it basically gives her, like, half the reload that she would normally have. Meaning, in the time it takes Carnot to fire, 20 shells, because of how long this reload booster lasts, Bress is firing 24 shells. It's that kind of thing. Because, like, the reload booster exists. Also, Bress has larger guns with better armor penetration, better damage. Carnot has none of that. It just has 10 guns. I have a project for you, Cyrus. Yeah, get something good. Yeah, you can. Got the gold nugget. I just dig up a gold nugget. Way to go, Squirt. Bring me about 3 of them and 10,000 bells. Like me some shiny furniture. Yes, please. And another 3 nuggets. There you go, my man. Take about 30 minutes. So yeah, we'll be coming back later today to deal with the stuff. I'm gonna sell the flea. Probably get more for this flea. Yeah, more, as I say, probably get more for this flea than this guy gave us for the wooden box. But, you know. Whatever. Yeah, as mentioned, I will be back later today. But, like, yeah, Carno is definitely a ship that has kind of aged like milk. Because when it released, Carno was actually pretty good. It was, you know, battle cruisers in general tend to be pretty good. Because having battleship damage out of a cruiser is just nice. Like, everyone likes to cry about how supposedly overpowered cruisers are, but the strongest cruisers are all cruisers with battleship guns. So, like, that should tell you everything you need to know about that one. Cruisers are annoying. They're not super powerful. But, yeah, let's come have our coffee. Like, I know I'll be back later, but let's have our coffee now. Because I'm in the middle of rambling. But, like, when it first released, the only real competition Carno had was Alaska, another battlecruiser. Alaska was definitively the better ship, was also easier to obtain, but Carno could hold its own against Alaska. Like, that was not a big deal. Nowadays, as mentioned, there's a whole there's a whole branch of French battlecruisers that are basically just better across the board. There's many, 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 many more battlecruisers for Carno to compete with. And it's just in the camp now of it's just not very good. The gimmick of having the most guns isn't even its thing anymore. It has the most guns for a tier 9 battlecruiser. But the moment you go up to a tier 10, well, now there's Puerto Rico, which is Alaska, but with an extra turret, and is just kind of better. So, yeah. I'll ramble about something else later today, probably. I don't know. But yeah, I'll meet you guys back here later today. And I'm back. And I'm more awake and not yawning every few seconds. So now that I've said that, my body's gonna be like, yawn? Like, no, body. No yawning. We don't need to yawn. We're good. We're not tired. I literally don't know what to ramble about. Because, like, I could ramble more about warships. I was just playing World of Warships. And, some teams today, man. Some teams. Okay. What do you got for me, Reese? Okay, this feels like it was a spike. And this is probably the final good and it's a gold bet again. Why are you doing this to me, Cyrus? Fuchsia! So many choices, it's hard to decide, sister. I know. Yeah, I'm gonna make it even harder. Because I already have a golden bed. Good enough. I know I could have raised the price, but good enough. Whatever animal looks at it first is the one that gets it. Hopefully it's Sky, because she needs a bed now. Yeah, I just... World of Warships is one of those games that, like, I really enjoy playing. But I also don't enjoy how a lot of people don't seem to understand how to even remotely play the game at high tier. And, like, I've explained this before, but, like, I have complete sympathy for any low-tier player playing badly. You're low tier. You're learning the game. That's, you know, you're doing great. You know? Meanwhile, like, if you're at, like, top tier, if you're playing a tier 10, I expect you to know how to play whatever class of ship you have as a tier 10. It takes a long time to grind up to tier 10. Like, most people won't have their first tier 10 within the first 6 months of playing the game. Like, you've got a lot of time to learn what you're doing in your tier 10. Most people just don't. They just do not understand what they're doing, how to play the game. And then that turns into them either getting angry at teammates in the chat for doing what that teammate then needs to do to not die and not throw their ship away. Oops. Or playing so horribly that they throw their ship away and die, and they may as well have not queued into battle for how much help they were. And of course, Frisk was leaving me alone in the moment I start recording. She's up on the back of the chair now. This is just how it goes. No, Frisk, you do not need on my shoulder. You do not need over to rub your face all over the microphone and destroy the audio quality. You don't need that. No. Frisk, thank you. I still don't know why she wants so badly to be a nuisance. I've yet to figure out what she wants. She wants something. She's yet to show me. And, like, with Frisk, like, if you ask her to show you what she wants, she will. Like, she'll lead you around to various things, normally, and, you know, show you what she wants. She's been refusing to do it. She took me upstairs a couple days ago to, she wanted to sniff, we have some strawberries in the fridge that she wanted to sniff. I'm pretty sure I already checked the beach, but I'm gonna check again because I don't remember. She also wanted to have a bath under the dining room table, and she needs me up there to do that because our dog would chase her otherwise. And that was really about it. That's all she showed me, and she came back down. Wanted water, I gave her some water. And then she kept being a pest. So clearly none of that was what she actually wanted. I just don't get it. I feel like I should place a few extra fruit trees around. But for now, we're definitely good. Ooh, Bella wants something. Hi, Steven. I'm looking for a greeting that's more me, you know. Know any? I legitimately cannot think of anything other than this, so she's just gonna be saying, hey, punk. Perfect. Like, that's the best I could think of. I'm not very good at greetings. Like, I'm an antisocial little bugger. I don't do greetings. I will also eventually go into the right side of town. I will eventually get to that. I'm lazy. And, like, that takes extra effort. This is bamboo. It can grow there. I'll have to move it if it grows there. I may as well move it now. Well, not move it, but, like, remove it. Okay, like, I can definitely plant it here, though. I've also yet to beat the main street, so I should probably do that. Get the fertilizer. So yeah, the bottom right of town is definitely the city center at this point. Also, I wanted... This is something that, like, I basically had the frustration come from playing Warships just a bit ago, but also, like, it's something that kind of annoys me with any game. is like when like, okay, let's say I'm gonna use World of Warships examples. So in the in the Japanese tech tree, there is a tier 10 destroyer called Shimakaze, and there is a tier 8 cruiser called Shimanto. So both of them you could shorten to Shima. Shimakaze has been in the game longer. It's literally one of the first ships in the game, basically. Like, she's been around the block. She is pretty solidly the ship everyone calls Shima. People have been trying to also call Shimanto Shima. Because, oh, it has Shima in the name, so obviously you call it Shima. It's like, no, that's the established name, you know, the established short form. That usage is for Shimakaze. If you want a short form for Shimanto, make a short form for Shimanto that's different. Like, I don't see how that's so difficult for people, but apparently it is. Like... And yeah, I'm gonna probably have to rework the path here, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. There's a lot over here I still need to work on and work through and figure out. Especially with the new villager moving in, because, like, I suppose I can just carry the path on and then straight up. I'd have to get rid of this tree, but that's fine. Yeah, that works. I mean, they have a pretty nice place for their house. I was actually thinking of putting my house here, so, like, yeah. But I went with a completely isolated spot. I still have no idea who Rooney is. I will know before you guys, you know, even see this tomorrow, but that's how recording works. But yeah, like, I do kind of just dislike it in video games when, like, the player base is like, no, we need to use the same shorthand for multiple different things. Like, no, you don't. You can come up with different shorthands, or you can just type out the extra 2 letters to type out the full name of the other one you want to shorten. Like, I want to do a little bit of fishing. I know this is going to be like a longer episode, but like, I want to do a little bit of fishing. I'm rambling now. This is how it works. But, like, it would be like, I don't know, I'm pretty sure this at least used to be shorthand in RuneScape. I don't know if it still is, but, like, the Dragon Longsword used to be DLS. So, like, I know one that is still shorthand, is the Armadillo Godsword, is AGS. So, imagine now if, like, they added in, like, I don't know, the Frisk. Literally, I was fussing with Frisk and didn't react to the fish. She is driving me insane. If they added in, like, the amazingly great scissors, you know, and people also were like, no, we gotta shorten that to AGS. It's like, no, you really don't. We already have an AGS. We don't need something else also named AGS that could then confuse people. And I mean, like, quite honestly, it's a bit foolish to me when it comes to Shimanto that people are like, no, we have to short form that. You really don't. It's not a ship you ever need to call out. Like, it's garbage. It's hot garbage. It is one of the 2 free XP ships in the Japanese light cruiser line. And when I say free XP ships, I don't mean like you purchase them with free XP completely. I mean, they're the ships that you use your free XP to skip in that tech tree because they're garbage. Shimanto, as the tier 8, is worse than the tier 7 of its same tech tree. Like, a light cruiser's job is damage output. And Omino has more damage output than Shimanto. Takahashi at tier 9 has slightly more, but that's only because Takahashi has access to Reload mod, giving it a 12% boost to its reload, which gives it just a little bit more damage per minute than the tier 7. Not enough, in my opinion, to warrant going past the tier 7 for. The tier 10 of Yodo is getting a buff soon, so maybe it'll be worth going past the tier 7 for. Maybe. I don't think it's enough of a buff, but you know. Like, I know I've rambled about this before, and I apologize, I'm only, like, rambling about World of Warships. But, like, buffing the Japanese light cruiser line to make them worth playing wouldn't be hard. And, like, this isn't, like, the carrier haters that, oh, it wouldn't be hard to balance carriers. Just remove their spotting, make it mini-map only, completely isolate them. Like, that wouldn't balance them. But, like, the whole gimmick of the Japanese light cruisers is that they have 15 guns at tier 8 and 9, and 18 guns at tier 10. There is already a Japanese light cruiser, technically light cruiser, with 15 guns at tier 8, with a 10-second reload. Shimanto has 15 guns at tier 8, with a 15-second reload. Now, this light cruiser that already exists, and I say technically light cruiser because there's some history here, is Mogami. Mogami, in her default gun configuration, has 15 155mm guns with a 10-second reload. The reason I say technically light cruiser is Mogami, that entire class of cruisers, was designed under the Washington Naval Treaty, but designed in such a way that her triple 155mm guns could easily be removed and replaced with dual 203mm guns. This was done because 203s were just simply better for anti-ship combat than 155s. Though, honestly, given the loss of barrel count, I'm skeptical it was actually better. Because sure, the 203 punches a bigger hole through slightly more armor, but the 155s punch more holes. Because there's more of them. You know. But, Mogami exists with its 10-second reload and its 155s. Shimanto is pretty weak. And both are tech tree ships. You can have Mogami tech tree. Like, quite honestly, in my opinion, if you're looking for your effective tier 10 of your Japanese light cruisers, that's Mogami as a tier 8. Because Mogami as a tier 8 only slightly lags behind Yodo in terms of damage output, and has much better matchmaking. So, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna swap it out, because I have horse mackerels. I have 4 horse mackerels. Though I will go sell this stuff. It's like, you might be able to tell where I'm going with how to balance out the Japanese light cruisers, is give them all a 10-second reload. The argument against that I've seen from other players even is, oh, well, Yodo with its 18 guns would be too powerful with a 10-second reload. Except it wouldn't. Because I've stopped and I've done the math, and it would still be weaker than Wooster. It would still be putting out less damage per minute than Wooster. And its Alpha Strike would still be the same Alpha Strike. So, like, you know. Gabby, what are you thinking? What are you thinking, girl? You gonna buy a nice gold bed? You gonna buy a nice gold bed? Yes, yes she is. Have to walk all the way around it, but... You're the one that put the golden bed on display, right? Ooh, what do you... Whoa, what to do? You should buy it. I've gotta have it. Excuse me, I'd like to buy this, please. Since you're right here in front of me, I can just pay you directly. Such a great deal. I still have bells left to spend. Maybe I'll buy more. Okay. There's that made and sold. I really need to do more gold furniture. I'll see about doing more, like, tomorrow. I should really sell my turnips. Yeah, I'm gonna sell my turnips. Like, this could be a random week, and just all of the prices are sticking around 100. But I feel like this is either slightly above or basically right on where I bought my turnips, and I don't want to lose too many bells if this is not a good week for turnips. I should have just sold at the 140, but I was like, nah, surely it'll be better in the afternoon price. And then it wasn't. Like, yeah, I've literally sat down and done the math on these Japanese light cruisers and presented my math of, like, look, they would be fine. Like, you can literally see via this math that they would not be better than the light cruisers we already have. And yet people are still like, no, they'd be too strong. Even though they wouldn't be. And it's almost always battleship players. I swear, most World of Warships battleship players are like the biggest crybabies you've ever seen. Like, I should know, I know one personally, and yeah, the moment someone starts shooting high explosive at him, he just starts complaining. Like... So, like, you know... And, like, it's literally a case of, like, anytime Wargaming, like, makes a big deal about adding a new, like, say, light cruiser line that'll be good at using high explosive for a change, instead of what they have been adding, which are ones that are just kind of more armor-piercing focused, and not really cruisers in the broad sense of the definition. They're more just battleships with tiny guns. Yeah, I only had the 2000, right? Yeah, I only had the 2000. No, it's the cheat. Like, anytime they mention anything like that, the battleship players erupt on the Discord. I was going to say forums, but those don't exist anymore. With just so much crying and hate towards the idea of there being a light cruiser that might be able to deal significant damage to them, instead of just being an HP pinata. And, like, these same battleship players will also complain when they play their battleships wrong and blame it on the cruisers being overpowered or having, you know, they don't have enough citadel armor. It's like, well, yeah, no, they're cruisers. They're small. They're squishy. That's kind of what it's just kind of how they work. It gets even worse when you see, like, a battleship player who's been playing World of Warships forever, not understanding that the closer you are to your target, the faster your shell is moving. So, say if you have a shell that, say, let's say at 10 kilometers, it penetrates 500 millimeters of armor, and that cruiser has less than 300 adding all of its armor together, your shell is gonna punch directly through the little bugger. Like, that's how it's always worked. Let's do 247355. And now I'll save up money for the rest of the week to buy turnips this coming Sunday, which is a good way away. It's only Tuesday, but I'm being optimistic about turnips this Sunday. I want to buy a lot. I'll need to make room for a lot, but I want to buy a lot. Yeah, I want to end on the hammock today. It's just nice. I'm already up here. It's a nice sunny day. Seems like a good day to end on the hammock. And I will be ending here because this has probably been almost like an hour by now. So, yeah. Thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Leaf Welcome Amiibo. See you all then.